and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Best Artist of the Year. It's been a hectic year, but you can bear with me that there's some artists that, gave us that entertainment that we needed during the lockdown period. And as we're about to close up the year and just reflect on Zambian music, we're here to count down some of the best artists this year, based on the brand. When I mean brand, I mean the influence they've had this year. And also, the songs that have made us jive during the whole 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome the people on your panel. Ting, ting, ting.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll let them introduce themselves. I'll start with the people on my right.
Ladies first.
Wow.
You always say we're gentlemen, we want to be gentlemen.
I didn't know about Kopana, this gentleman.
Alright, let me take it over to my
It's the first time.
Okay, so Amba.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, nationally and neighbor Ethy Paige, and
Sanga Tembo, entertainment journalist. Now them guys who are the Nyimbo Shavan to YouTube.
The radio goddess.
Oh yeah. Yo, what up? My name is Kjay, spelled Kjay. I always put an emphasis on the way people spell my name because I don't want to mess it up. Like KJ, no, Kjay. So yeah, radio host, TV, and we did wrap up 2019. So we are here at 2020. Like she said, best, like MCs for the year 2020 and all that stuff. We're here to break it down.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Jerahyo Inc., aka Zambia's maddest dopest AMC, aka better than your ex and way better than your next, aka the oracle of Zambian music.
Don't bring the madness here.
Why is it that like Kopala people always have this thing of like even Makitu will be like the dopest, freshest name in the game? What?
I'm like, what am I spices? What you have? Kapenta, but when you go up to tomato, onion, tuonga, shwa dimbula. So like dimbuido.
I
already have a headache.
I like that.
Alright, so guys, these are some of the people that are pushing the Zambian music industry, okay? They've introduced themselves. Some of you are familiar with them. Let's get down to business.
Bring it on.
Yes.
We're ready.
You're ready for this?
We're ready.
Born ready.
Alright, so you know what time it is, babies? Oh, babies.
I'm here.
So let's start with the brand. Let's start with the artists that have managed to push their brand and also influence in the industry 2020. Top 5. You guys are going to give me a top 5, then we're going to come up with the common name, then the common names, then we'll break it down like that. Yes.
So I'd never name video.
Yeah, ladies first.
Men first.
My top 5.
Brand
branding first. Number 1. Okay, not icon. So number 1, the first is Tilo, Badman Alaji. I remember Tilo from some time back when he came to the scene with a hit song called Ponyantori.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So from then there were more artists passing in the time about HTK. But that boy has been consistent. He's been building. But that's
and he's unique.
He's unique and he's maintained this style.
Yeah. But do you think he did the most in 2020?
Very much. I can give you a few reasons.
Yeah.
Tilo Akare, I've got a passion a bit. That boy is a professional basketball.
Yeah.
And he's got this beautiful voice. So he got convinced that I want to make it large in basketball. So his great step was sticking to the music. I'm sure I'll bounce. But him, like for this year, if he's done the most, I've seen it. Him taking up music and dumping a little basketball has been a great step.
Right. Second,
he has maintained an African style. Swaggy for it to abera moyati. Akafuma mpaka tunge moshani. Tilo alipata kalaka style but it's on the ease but it's catchy. He's got a different taste of fashion. And that has given him an identity. Akale na dem teasing up the cuts, haircut.
Yeah.
Nama shades.
I agree with you.
But he maintained it, and it's kept on growing. So nimbona kale ile akati ufala kashet kama flowers shani na kasweta muko shani. It has become a trend. Na Tembo kat feel like na ringira we Tembo kat fast.
Umona kale it's already an identity.
Next artist please.
Next artist ready.
Right.
Yeah,
Mr.
that.
R.
Okay.
Mr. R, after everything that happened,
Yeah.
people thought like, chapa. That guy took his lane. You know, when you're working as a group, of course, Empire. So after talk, they split for whatever reasons. Brady maintained his own lane. And touching Japan style, he's gone with his own style, and he's kept on doing music. Need a type of artist. Was such a discovered working with different people who bring out the best of
And I like Brady.
At Chapo
he's
song na
amazing.
Chameleon. I saw Chapo Futi, Yama song Fe, Nakatiana Karan. That's one of the biggest songs we've had this year from the Copper Belt.
Oh, okay.
So
So he went out of his box.
And he's got videos, he's been consistent with my videos. Touch Support Give Up. He's been shooting. And I like what he's done working with J Cash. Those guys bring the best out of each other. Now they've got another one. I don't know the title.
There's a new one.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a new one, it's a banger. So I like the branding that is taken up. Causing and if I'm about fight, I'm not feeling.
But Rumbo and Shid watch the radio. It's an
also
anthem for 2020.
But that's why he's saying that he's never moved from who he is, but he's maintained that, and which I agree.
I think he is
You know
laid
what I'm
back
saying?
a bit. I don't know.
No, he hasn't laid
Superstar.
back, but it's because he's maintained
Is it
that.
from
Between
the
the two.
album that he dropped?
Yeah, I
No.
don't know.
No, Superstar came out as a single.
More about Tatiana.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Number 3, please.
Number 3, Muroro. You know, why Celeb has got this character that just like makes you shake whenever you look at him.
Yeah.
Why Celeb band kwa taira na character kwa ati show what's somebody ngililo ina raisa toroga papi. That's how he's maintained his brand. So why
I
Celeb
swear.
is loud. The loudness is what has enhanced his brand. Up to now, that guy has got no competition.
Yeah.
Style ya
Is
style
his
ya.
own lane.
Okay.
So your branding excellent.
I think I can agree on that.
Fourth one.
Fourth one, Chandana K.
Okay.
Washa Chandana K for Bawate. They are like abracadabra. Boom. They are here.
Chanda. I swear.
My impossibilities that they give you a song without a chorus. Keeps going because they give you a style that you won't understand. They've got lyrics, they've got terms that powerful.
They are very intelligent.
So mwali bakalaka sharpness kaya kakavati idole for umfwa pa sanga kwa umfana umnapa idole sound na yemi wa pyarira. Then the branding, I like the way these boys have done things. You know, we've had they've got something that artists have failed to do. But it's a combination of two people. One character akachanda kabovero kale. It's got a story. Then K na ina kakep kale, it's got a story. But again, they've brought lifestyle in a baibika pam. Those guys tawakabasa ngenanga ati muhudu wale chilinga pam. Those guys just call them for work. Okay, kunchito chanda studio. They come up.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Where is
yeah?
Chanda?
Yeah,
Where is
come on.
Chanda? You can't find K. Where is K? You won't find
For
K.
real?
Tabangana
They're two different people.
They're two different.
Kunchito.
Wow.
It's like
Oh my
bam.
god.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the way
But the
they play-
chemistry though.
Yeah.
Chemistry.
Second
Yeah, yeah.
relationship.
Yeah. So
I
I
know, right?
Jerahyo and Edna.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to put across is this. Amateurs over the time. Baria. Nendi mkari. Umfo finger nine bafika chorus. But these guys are blended. Put the impossibility together. Lights up bang with chimwechakos. We've had singers break apart with rappers, shani, where they think I'm the ish. This one I'm the ish, but those guys.
Together.
Then my final number 5. Choose the international. Kamuntu kala. The first time
No, I mean thinking
I
about
saw
him, you know.
yeah, the first time I saw his song, conductor Paige. The way Catch Sefe bring up like script here, video, normal lyrics, fashion. I saw this boy had something. You know, he brought out a story in form of like a video na karu mbovu na beat ya kusenda be, yani beat ya kanani.
Yeah.
So, nani? Yeah, Tonga.
Tonga, yeah.
Yeah, but when you get a bit of a popular song, all because of Tonga, and you make out something out of it,
Oh.
yeah, and watch time if I'm Tonga, a different story. Then foot again, branding for Kaisa and I was with BT Africa. Karaka Mutundu want that you make sure he sticks his
Continue,
picture at the
yes.
back of your head.
But he's no longer with BT Africa, right?
No.
No, he's not. So in to kati make sure wakeshiba kale posta nangu ati ama pictures a day 20 nakapopo kakale chinja vya mafia kwa mwini kasunsuma nako kachitako chan kampaka ka building a brand. And again the music keeps going. Kaisa chako na ileni mboy lati era my number.
That was one of his biggest songs.
Apa peni foot na mbo.
No, but do you think he's really kept us entertained in the year 2020?
He has.
To some extent.
Okay, so
To some extent.
here we are focusing on the brand.
What?
Right?
Focus on the brand and
Right now,
business-wise.
Okay,
and
cool.
business-wise.
Okay, cool. So,
So
let
give
me.
me your top 5.
This one is really tough because
I know.
this year has been crazy because of coronavirus. Coronavirus really like did us bad, and as a result, business was really tricky for a lot of people.
I feel you.
Yeah. So when it comes to branding and business, as far as artists are concerned, they haven't really done much. But
there are some who've been working hard despite the COVID.
yeah, I know some that have been working hard because despite COVID, and I'm gonna give it up to E.D.N.A. This has been like their biggest year. I mean, every year has got like a new artist.
Breakthrough.
A star is born, you know what I mean?
Every year, yeah.
And this year has been for E.D.N.A. Whether music, whether brand, I mean, everybody's just riding with that brand. Whether it's business or whatever, that's undeniable, you know what I'm saying? So E.D.N.A. for me, that's like number 1. Number 2, like I said, this one is very tricky. This year has been very tricky.
In
Remember,
your feelings.
also when considering the people that have made it in terms of brand wise, you also think of the endorsements that
Exactly,
others have
that's
had.
what I'm trying to say. Because of this COVID, so this year we haven't really had that like coming through here and there. It's been very crazy. Let me also, like you mentioned, Kjay. I know he's like one of the young and upcoming.
Okay.
I think for me, he's really done well where branding is concerned. Like you go to his Instagram, you go to whatever.
He has a huge following.
It's on point. Yeah, it's on point. And King Illus for me, he's always maintained that brand image, not like image. Okay, so image. King Illus has always been on point.
And you should notice how he types his captions in capital letters.
In capital letters, meaning
it's
that
like he has
he's
the
serious.
command.
That's a serious thing.
Yeah.
Like he like when it comes
He's
out like, yo,
commanding.
when I'm saying this, I mean it. This is serious. King Illus is the kind of artist whereby his music might not be known out there, but because of his brand, he gets these deals, endorsement deals, he gets the gigs and whatever, because he knows that's where his strength is. You're getting the point, right? So for that one, I'm gonna give it up to him. King Illus number 3. Number 4.
No, King Illus number.
Number 3.
Number 4. Guys, this is hard.
It's okay.
This is
We
hard.
can help you. No.
Business-wise is really tough. So for me, I think I'm just gonna go with the top 3
Okay,
instead of top 5.
so top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get the 2?
No.
For me?
No. You have your 5.
Okay,
We move on to
so
Sanga Tembo.
my 5, when we have to talk about impact, not really business or branding will be there too.
Okay, because like now we are focusing on business and
business.
branding
Brand.
before we go
Before we go to the
before we
impact
go
and so-
music and whatever. Yeah.
Well, we are focusing on what?
Brands.
Brands and
Brands.
business.
Okay, for people who've maintained their brands this year, for me, at least, and captured me in a way that I've been like, okay, let me look this way. I'll start with Natasha Chansa. That girl is on point. Her manager really works. My endorsements are Paige. How it looks, it's really impressive. Plus, she has singles out. She also has a collaboration with Zimbabwe artist.
That's my boy, Jerahyo.
He's from Zimbabwe,
Yeah,
right?
Jerahyo.
You have a boy?
That's my boy, Jerahyo.
It's hip hop language. It's not that.
Oh, that's my boy
That's
too.
my, yeah.
One of his bones.
Yeah, this is my boy, Jerahyo.
So Natasha Chansa. Next, Umusepera Chile. Why I say that is this. He started out with this whole, I'm here to be a counselor, Zambian Music, tell you how everything should be, you know, that inspirational type. And then he went on talking about every big issue that was in the media. Whether you are minister or whatever, KB's diary, he even talked about Natasha Chancer, so his brand has been captivating. And all that, let me just say clout chasing. Clout is not really a bad word. All that clout chasing
And
has
it's
earned
all
him a
And he
deal.
was signed with the
He's
microphone.
signed
whatever.
with
Headphone
music.
Yes.
Because of that
Microphone.
visibility.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to his page, Okama picture, Nephew, Brandy, Monica, Yariko weak, but now Fiambo Kubago strong.
Yeah, because
Ama
he signed now.
visuals.
Yeah.
Why wrote him down?
Cool. Just before you continue,
Small
I
boat
was
with a
about to
big-
ask a question, but you did answer part of it. Like, okay, in as much as Musepela Chile has gone that route, but how much impact
Has
has
he
he made out there? How many
He's
people?
made
No,
impact.
wait. I'm still like, how many people apart from you being in the media? Because us, it's easier to know
Yeah,
people that
because
are
we
coming
follow
up
them.
because
Yeah.
we follow them.
Yeah.
But if I was to go to a place, say, Choma today, how many people know of Musepela Chile? If I was to go to Mongo today, how many people know of Musepela Chile as opposed to Chandana K?
I think
If
even
I was to go
it's
to
not
Chipata, so for me, that's what I'm trying to look at. So, how much impact has he made? If let's put ourselves from being the media people and know what's happening in there.
Okay, I can
You're
answer
getting
that
the
one.
point.
First of all, from where I started from, that boy has managed to put through and get signed to one of the biggest labels in the country.
Which is a plus.
Yes, that's a plus for him. And again, he has maintained his originality.
And stance.
Barabari babiri ati Musepela Shibiki.
Musepela
Babemba Mchwemba,
Yeah.
So when they came in, they were too fast. Like how sometimes that boy can put across a statement without any of the sentences rhyming, but you get the message. And they said, rap, ni rhythm and poetry. But you don't have a rhythm. But again, people got used to it. So again, that's a plus again. Where you just stand with what you want to do.
your identity.
Identity na panga kale wote. So it's just a matter of time. I would like to hear like impact pisa. Even in 1,000 people, if 1,000 people didn't know you and 10 people get to access your brand, that's a plus.
And I will like stick to that point he's made. If 10 people, let's say okuchoma mwarumburate, tuira mona kwati mlandu ni kuchoma abachita ba internet balaya, and this boy has viral songs. That Mr. Minister song, you know, all those
Checkmate.
songs, checkmate,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
a dope song.
songs that short diary he did. You can't tell me the hip hop community kuchoma
So dedication to Natasha Chancer.
dedication to YouTube speaks for itself. Nama numbers. Onsebadi aba mutamba can't all be from
Numbers
Lusaka.
don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. So I feel he's done something that has made him mainstream in a genre that's looked down upon. Zambia hip hop, but I feel like his name has earned him the spot even at that record company he's with now, Redphone. So that's number 2 for me, Musepela Chile. Number 3 would be the person we thought would die this year in terms of visibility and, you know, because he exhausted Ama features last year. Yo Maps. And this guy has had scandal after scandal.
Why did I forget about you, man?
But
You still have your 3.
No, he's gone.
yeah.
You know what somebody
Forget.
told me? That your maps are got a personality ya kwa rap.
yeah.
Yes.
Like the Tupac thing.
Yeah.
But you know,
Stand
Mumba
up,
sing. That guy, I can say, is the modern day Bobby Brown.
He's really
Your
dope.
maps. Na kakwata vocal, but futi talk chitika.
Busy.
He's not gonna run away from it. Kale is over. Fila feel is shit.
This is it.
Ghana is a black. Who is over black?
All right, 4.
4, Esther. Why I say Esther Chungu is this. Gospel music is a community, but she's crossed over with that song Chikangawe and the one with
Shefi
Shefi.
187.
Most gospel artists wouldn't even dare pick on Shefi to feature. But Mungamamu na Ulagero, Natch Tefi go extraordinary, and the album is out. Plus she has endorsements.
Endorsement to the right
Rice,
company, you know.
You know,
I got to pay
the
the rice.
Pompey thing this year, the
got the
engagement. She's really out here doing the most.
The show with the fellows.
He needs a drink.
Michi,
Yeah, you know she
Totally
went
Mwanza.
Malawi.
Shangwange, yeah.
So I think she's really in there.
Okay.
She's really in there. In number channel.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Five.
at my list. Let me look at my list. I feel like number 5 is a tie between two kings for me. I come from the hip hop community, but these guys have been ruling. You know, Slav Namak. Matt has been sharpening his flow. I don't know if we've noticed. Early Riser was like bad news.
That song,
You know?
ends like it's just starting.
I know. And the parade they do like, hey, wait, DJ, rewind. Then I start afresh. And I'm like,
You know, like about sharpening the flow. Mark is that guy is gonna be like, I ride in my beamers every week, get biggie money while I sample.
big ups to you.
So he's really been on his game. You know, there's tracks like Mrs. Me, E.D.N.A. Chester, I Declare. There's all sorts of tracks this year. Plus, he got an endorsement deal with Shivers. He's really been out here commanding our attention, even with announcements. I don't know if those announcements are fake at Adara Music, but still.
No. For me, I feel like that time because obviously you guys, we know that the previous years he didn't really have it good, so it was crazy. So he just thought like, you know what? Even after he dropped the album, Ghetto President, it was a good album. Like I'm not gonna lie, that was a brilliant album, but it didn't really do as expected. So he thought like, you know what? I had a conversation with him, so that's why he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna retire, whatever. But this year has really been a very good year for him.
That rollout plan for that album was hit by unforeseen circumstances because when it dropped, Caristo died.
So it
had to
the night it was launched, that's the night.
In fact, the same night, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So your number 5 is the tie between Slap
and Market 2. Slap because of the album, Savuka, the COVID song Zua, you know.
Okay, so from your top 5, initially it was supposed to be like business and brand. So you have combined the songs as well. Because here we were initially supposed to look at just the brand and the business,
but even
like those who've gotten endorsement deals and whatever. Like Market 2 has gotten Kalandanya and all these other Shivas and whatever, which is like a plus.
It's a plus.
Slap has got the Infinix.
Infinix.
Even Tembo.
and also
and the cement thing.
And the cement thing,
and also even Slap is part of Kalandanya.
Part and parcel.
Mark put the Kalandanya name out.
Exactly.
Music.
Thank you, someone finally said
You know,
it.
there's something I would always want to know. If I had the chance to ask Mark, I would want him to be honest on what drives his music. Because there is some that in the environment.
Busy.
He's got something that makes him do something. Because in the environment, why did he do the same year he did in I Declare?
That was a big song.
Yeah, it was a big song, and the same year he did Early Rise. So there's something in him that it doesn't tell us. In a form, Mark 2, if he was given a platform of being a motivational speaker, I would do it. That guy has got an ability, he's got a lot to tell, but Alaba limited due to some things.
Even on Instagram, the way he writes his captions,
Yeah,
it can motivate you. The moment I tap in that grace, I go like, whoa, he's speaking to us. You know, I feel like he's very smart.
So I would say, I think that guy should take a part-time fair advocacy fee.
Even a pastor, come on, pastor.
Why I'm from church of what?
a strategy.
Yeah.
The feature itself, Early Riser, Pompi Vakamba.
There's something there.
And you know, to be able to work with Pompi is a very strong artist, gospel artist, you know. So for them to work together, it was like you're able to notice Mark 2. Pompi has got a very strong voice, but you're able to notice Mark 2, and that was a very
he on his song.
Even my mom, who doesn't listen to secular music necessarily, she was like, I'm like, Mom, I need to chill. Social media.
Easy, relax.
You know, they had the first song.
It was an easy thing.
Yeah. All right, Ethy, we move on to you.
Yes. My top 5 artists who've done the most for me. I'm gonna go number 5.
Wait, business and brand.
Business, branding, impact. Number 5. I'm gonna give it to Jerahyo. Why? He's the one. Is he the one who's running the production for Mungoma and Tivwange. It's a big show. It has big people. It has Tale. It has Esther. It has whatever and all that. And Mungoma, it's a new series, right? TV Pictures. And it does.
Wow.
And then it's on one of the biggest TV channel platforms.
And there's no artist who's doing that.
No.
Only him. You know, and last year he had something going on and he's kept on, you know.
And my father and I.
Building on.
Even
Even
my
my father and I is part of the production. And he dropped an album this year. Unfortunately, the time they were about the time they were about to launch it, maybe a few days from that, intunguru shasala that awe mumwe bantu tamwakala kumiana tamwakala manwa makisingi fiaba cut, and that was an amazing album. It has Palavandan, it has Distance, it has other, you know, good music that maybe us media people can really follow, not necessarily Amanan Kani Abakuchoma. So even if Jerahyo went to Choma rather and went to Copperbelt, he'll still pull a crowd for me. So I'll really give it to Jerahyo, because even with Corona and whatever, he's made me twerk in a club.
Okay. Number 4, please.
Number 4, I'm gonna give it to Natasha Chansa.
Okay.
She's one of the Mwanishibati kubagera mu industry yali shopapa boss.
Iranda posane dia shiryo.
Panono waimita upente kwa milomo ready shine ule popoka se dure fumia music ule stay hapa Facebook. Give us what we need. And I feel like kuma female artist Natasha Chansa has been like, you know what, I'm young but I'm here. You know you know what, I'm this, but she's got endorsement, like he explained. I think the Sky thing, and he's talked about it, so I want, you know, talk about
you know,
much.
there's something about Natasha Chansa. I really want to meet that artist.
You know,
and also
I really
Natasha,
want to
I
meet
feel
her. But Natasha Chansa is one person I've never felt like meeting or even bumping into. You know why? Because she's good. She's just good like that. She's good.
She's here.
and also
Ah,
feel
the
like,
tampera na idea kwebati wanampera advice atazo
the name is there.
Yeah.
People know the name, but some people don't know the face, but the name is already there.
I think it comes flawless. You know, when she came to what media house, I felt her presence. Well, my artist and guys, and she found herself. Chikanga feel munombena Natasha.
But you know the name.
But you know
know
the
the name
name.
and the music.
The same thing we're discussing in the background.
Give me your number 3.
My number 3 goes to Your Maps.
Okay.
Your Maps. How many times did I call you? Your Maps has really done it for me in the year 2020. Despite the drama, despite people saying these albums, Zambian Music, back to back, Your Maps has given us hits. You know what? After the drama, everyone had their own opinion about the drama, but he dropped new songs. So child, I was even the first one to be like, "Iwe, pirako tuma bad no stoko rolling bloka Your Maps." So when talk download Your Maps, Your Maps. He's a good artist, first of all. He's a good singer, and he's branded himself. More on social media. Kuna go for life. I don't know too much suta, but kashinga lefo kupan shishi.
Kara.
You know, and he's like, you know what, I'm from Kabwe, but you know what, I can actually, you know, sing for you, and he's done it for me. He's worked with different people. That's my number 3. My number 2, Roberto.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't see
Superstar.
No,
Superstar.
Roberto.
Can I add on that one? I think
Yeah.
Roberto is the only artist that's signed to Sabro. He's the only artist for Nakon Kavama royalties in Zambia.
Right.
Roberto is still feeding off his royalties because he's the only one signed to Sanga. So his music is protected. Yeah.
Can
I
I change
didn't
my
even know that.
You
fact.
did know that. Oh.
Can I change my top 5?
Yeah, you're number 1.
Roberto, my number 2, you all know why. Roberto is a superstar. There's no question about that. My number 1, I have a tie between Slap and Mark.
Ooh.
Between Slap and Mark, I feel like I'm gonna give it to Marky too. Marky 2 pushes his music like an upcoming artist. Marky 2 will drop song back to back, he's trying to prove a point, but then he's like, I'm King Booga. But then he drops songs not at the Yaba Flop, but he has, we talked about other songs. Mark 2, even if we are to interview, Mark 2 will show up. Even if Mark 2 even pushes other people coming up, like he will post because he has numbers, he has influence. Mark 2 is a type of an artist that, if I was an artist, I would really push to be his friend.
Hello.
Chandana K.
Alright.
Chidi Shine.
Washati Matu holds a record that I think people don't take seriously. Washat Matu is the most featured artist in Zambia.
Yes.
Ali Mbanabonse.
Almost. Now when I buy big kukuayaba.
I agree.
Ali Mbanabonse.
Even Slav is got endorsements with Manani Bada Mwachilanda, and
No,
he's
I
got a new
agree with you.
album, Mother Tongue. Although Pakatapa, Ali losing one of the people, may so rest in peace. But he's like, you know what? I'm here despite everything, and he's made us dance. He's made most of us twerk, and
What's the deal in twerking though?
that's twerking. So I have a tie as well between for me the tie is between
Mark
three.
and stuff.
No, 3. But number one for me, Mark. Number 2, number 1, Mark. Number 1 again, Slap. And number 1 again, Chandanake. We all know that without a video, without what, Chandanake made even my grandma sing and twerk as well. So I'm enjoying too much on twerk, but Abracadabu, Richanda.
Hey.
Dakanda. You know, whenever he said something very vital, whenever you listen to their songs, you go like, no mama guys are understand. Kwali bachijingo cha radio station information shira that you chipoze that singing at twice double tap chawere dapo better and then 9 minutes. Yeah.
Alright, so all of you guys have given us your top 5 in terms of brand influence, and we have some common names, people like Chuze, Chandana K, Makitu, Yo Maps, Slap D. He also got it wrong. Yeah, I just said Makitu.
Oh, okay.
And Chandanake.
I said Chandana K.
And chose.
I said Chuze International.
They have a common.
Yes, so there's like Makitu, Slap, Chandana K, Makitu. Did I say Makitu? What are you going to ID? Your Maps. Who's the last one that we have? Yeah. Slap,
Slapu.
Makitu, Chuze, Chandana K, Yo Maps. So we have the 5. Okay, that's based on brand. So we move on to the impact and the buzz in terms of Zambian Music Experts this year.
So we were working on that. We were working on the top that 5 list, the one you mentioned.
Yeah, like this is a 5. We put them aside in terms of now when we come up with the final list of the top 20.
No, you generalize.
Now we're talking
now
about
we're looking at the
the
impact.
buzz now.
okay.
The music
The buzz,
now.
yeah.
Who made the buzz this year? Manati Vini, such a
Ha. Idambira kwe.
Huko.
Become to
Or maybe I start from my here.
No, this time let it come
On
back.
number 1. Shini mbona mtu washi chamchechi. I think Enjo Gabriel. Aloreke shepo kumurungore ngufa. Chandana K. Why aren't you playing these songs in church? Oh no.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
it's a joke. I'm trying to be a comedian, but they won't win. But anyways, my number 1 who's made us dance this year 2020 from I don't know kuma March Kwambira up to date. They even have a new song anyways.
Okay.
Chandana K. Wana papata. Ukoko mwaikala uko. Gatamula mfama guys show mwika show ngama Zambia ngama bakwisa. These guys, they have proved a lot to young people and also to big artists. Abantu wana kubombana bene. Eba did. For me, they take number 1 spot in terms of who's made us dance.
Okay.
Number 2, who has made us dance? Marketo.
Okay.
He's dropped back-to-back good songs, even if he might not compete the action necessarily, but you can relate.
Okay.
He has the big buzz whereby want to buzz to me, but to wake social media, but type. He's a pusher. Then my number 3, Your Maps. So chabe. My number 4, Slap Savuka. You know he's worked with Siwa. You
dance to that though?
I did. I even made a video.
Time.
Not for a long time, for a short period of time. But it was one of those songs whereby I didn't expect
You didn't get
it.
his question.
Did I for a long time?
I think it came out during the quarantine period,
Yeah.
so we didn't really have much time.
It's just more like a short
Yeah.
period of time.
Short period of time. It
So we're
didn't-
looking at
it
like
didn't
really
drag
songs that
for a
really
long
made
time.
an impact.
But that is hard, guys. So we should
Oh, yeah,
argue
yeah,
with that
yeah.
five. Yeah.
You
Yo,
can
yo.
argue
Yeah.
with me.
Yo, yo.
Yeah.
Young
So that-
Giants.
who's the number 5?
Oh yeah, so yeah, but it's support to banga na
Maki 2, Yo Maps, Chandana K, Slap T. So 1, 2, 3.
yeah, so Slap Day give it number 4. I feel like even if it's not for a long time, you're still dancing. Even after here, you're dancing. Then in number 5, choosing international. Why even if it's not really 2020, Commander.
But we're talking about 2020.
Well,
Strictly.
okay, Edna, this is how I feel.
Commander is 2020.
Commander is
Commander
20.
is-
Come on,
Commander
face
is
face.
No.
How?
Commander.
Conductor and Commander are 2 different songs. Because I remember when I dropped
Oh yeah,
in an episode
Commander was early
Tiamata's,
2020.
that was
Yes.
in
Oh,
early 2020.
okay.
Yes,
Alright.
yes, you're
April.
right.
Oh, sorry.
My number 5, choosy. I think they should really look out for that guy. He alikuwa mubiri unono but alikuwa command.
Oh, na sawa kuna chimbo.
Tenenda nzile choosy ni nani kani?
There was a, okay, you know where that came?
I think it's a-
It came from there's like a video trending where a girl was crying. I'm pregnant for Tuesday. I'm going to abort this. I can't have
Yeah.
But anyway, that was
Anyways.
cloud.
Yeah, my number 5 goes to choosy. I feel like people should look should be very careful with that guy. He's coming up. But he has so much
He's
command.
got a new song today. It's out today.
Oh yeah?
At Biggie Man.
It features who?
It's I'm a piano vibe.
Oh, okay, in December. Commander, my number, right? In Actress Africa, yale tutakona abantu bambia bakuru and you know he's a pusher. Nangweka lakobe belts one day and Auntie Musa kaka interview Chan, you know, stuff like that, and that's how an artist should be, especially if an upcoming connect network. So my number 1, Chandana K. You Chandana K. My number 2, Market 2. My number 3, Your Maps. My number 4, Slap. My number 5, you know what time it is.
Over to you, Sanga.
Okay, impact for music that has made us dance this year.
best.
I think, kuba we fair, we
Fair.
cannot deny these boys a chance to be on this list.
I need
Chandana
glasses.
K, they had like hit after hit after hit, you know, from Bella, and the song Bella itself was sent to me by this man over here.
I mean, they actually
I
send it
knew
on
nothing
themselves.
about these guys, but when I listened to the track, I knew there was something different.
And
And
special
they
too.
took over the scene. So it's like, I think 4 songs from those guys, you have about them, and it's hard for you to do that in the streets of Zambia. So Chandana K. Roberto made us dance with Fiance. We can't deny that song's power after COVID restrictions were eased. Who else? Dreams made us dance with
On that, wait,
Wanko the song.
You are done. Sorry.
that song means
Uh-huh.
Tawakangupe.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Choose them my number. We can't deny that boy that chance as well. He's been hustling. He's had drama with his label issues after a while, but that producer of his knows how to mix, coffee mix.
Okay.
Then 5. 5. I think I'm going to have to give it to Your Maps. Umlandu Akumova.
They are going in Bobat.
They are
Wow,
but,
Vokoya.
you know,
He
he
dominated.
He dominated.
He dominated.
As well as that one day song.
With Toela
I
Kaya.
saw Chabe. Those songs
Hello,
I
want to buy
vibe
the
to.
criticize in Boyani?
Because
Abantu bali pe.
no, we were not used. I
What
think,
the- what the-
no, listen, I was one of the people because your maps came with this different type of feel. So I felt like he was trying to jump on the Amapiano wave. For me, it's the originality. It's not
Identity.
about identity. You know,
Yeah.
it's not about what's happening in South Africa. Let me jump on the Amapiano. That's South African. So
You have to make it work.
yes. So
But and
for
then
me, it
even
did work.
most Zambian artists are really doing that. I can mention a few, even about 5. We have Jerahyo,
Even Jerahyo said
Polo.
his
Yeah,
song.
It has that kama piano,
Mapiano.
Neo,
Oh,
it has
there's
that
no
kama
has that-
Yeah,
piano.
there's this big song at Drink Beer and Say
Say
Vodka.
Vodka.
Yeah, Joe,
Yeah.
Dixie Zam, it also
That's
has
Amapiano.
Amapiano.
But let's look at it like this. These guys from about my international.
Do they do
whatever.
Zambian versions?
Or let's say they want to say, oh man, I'm looking for this type of feel. They won't come back to Zambia.
And
They'll
what-
go back to their home where it's
Yeah,
came
because
from, you
here
know?
we are copycatting,
We're
for lack of
copycat.
better term.
Okay,
you know what I'm
I would
saying?
want to ask this one quick question off the beat. What's the identity of Zambian music?
Okay, you know what? I think
think somebody-
that's gonna be a story for another
Why
day
is that?
because
I think in the global village nowadays, if we are going
Bruh.
to say copycatting or culture, being a culture vulture, a culture is staying.
We got 10 years
Break
later.
dance
that's what I'm
He's
saying.
sweating.
That's gonna be a story for another day because it's gonna take us a long time to just trying to digest everything.
Okay,
because
I
that's
just have a
story
problem
for
with
another
people
day.
trying to do Amapiano just because it's the same
It's
band.
just
Then
like
Amapiano is
happening,
really
yeah,
happening.
yeah.
You wanna do
No,
that.
it is
I won't play.
that's
I
what
won't
I'm
listen to
saying.
that song.
But the one
That's
day
what I'm
song
saying.
Hard
should give a
feelings.
chance, it might grow on you.
Yeah.
I just recently started listening
Yes,
to it
it
again.
does grow on
I
you.
think last week.
Really, you
Someone
have to
told me,
we
you know-
support Z music. We have no choice
You
but
know,
to just push the agenda.
Yeah, identity as Zambian music. Recently, I experienced something extraordinary, where Jose Chameleon from Uganda noticed 3 songs from Zambia.
Oh wow.
Bamwankole and the Twa. Then there's another song by Roberto. Beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an identity already.
Yeah.
What they say, who's making these beats?
Yeah.
I don't know how we picked the similarity
You
to
see?
my beats because said that these are Zambian beats and they've got
Yes.
this unique sound.
Exactly.
Then Futi, there is Tali from Kenya. She's a big fan of Tonga and she's really dying to do a collab. She's saying there is a genre in Kenya which is trending. If you've noticed, quite reggaeton, chan. So he said, "Ama songs yabona yambo kuliloko." But they've got a few like this is not Kenyan. Where is this music coming from? It's from Zambia. And in Botswana again, there's a DJ who keeps playing. Ama songs yam Zambia kali. He was telling me saying Zuba Yanga by Basque. That's a hit song. So I couldn't say like that's another song too. So like we already have Dunka near identity as a.
No.
That's why when like everything Dunka in Zambia blows. Once we accept that and we put it even on the
map,
visionary
you know,
board,
so
say,
this is ours.
yes, this sharp one.
Yeah, I think I really concur.
Because you know
with
what,
what
people are now claiming I'm a piggy is Gabon, from Gabon
Yeah.
because of the sound.
Are you serious?
Okay,
Yeah,
now we move. Sorry.
there is a viral video like Ludacris's daughters dancing to Piggy. You've seen that?
That was the second video.
Second
Video.
video, kwa wania Mundeka.
Yeah.
Then kwa libana ila futi yoto hadi na Jay-Z Mundeka. That was the song play.
Oh, that was you. Yeah, I saw you.
Jay-Z.
Global village hapa.
Alright. Sanga, are you done with the top 5?
Kama ukata Coca-Cola ya Copa Bill.
KJ.
Okay, so guys, like I mentioned earlier on, this year has been crazy because of COVID.
And it's really come.
But
This year has been
I'll
crazy.
tell you what, K, even with COVID, they just came out.
Those
and
are
they
badass.
They came out with something different. You know what I mean? Like they came up with the vibe that every Zambian is riding with. Whether COVID or no COVID, everybody's just like riding on that wave.
Yeah.
And it's undeniable, guys.
Yeah,
like we all know that K, this has been their year. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing whereby even when after the COVID restrictions, when certain things were allowed to happen in the country, everybody was just like, you know what? Let the boys go out there and make their money, because everybody knew like the boys are just.
And KJ, just to stop you, people should know that these guys were making these headlines without videos. They didn't know who Chandanake was.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Even
this is
with
crazy.
or without COVID, the
And-
boys were just like the vibe.
Also, they've
You know what I'm
they've
saying?
also proven to say you can go mainstream using these platforms online.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
They've
Every
used
radio
social
DJ
media.
and TV presenter jumped on the wave after they made it online.
Everybody,
All the
that's what I'm
time.
saying. Every
All the
Zambian just
time.
was riding on the wave.
Yeah.
So these guys, for me, they're just like top notch as
Alright.
far as 2020 is
20%,
concerned.
yeah.
Number 2, Maki 2. You remember? I think we talked about it last year. Wrap up.
Yeah.
When he dropped Vanono and the other song when he came. That was like the coming back of Maki 2 after he went through a rough stretch.
Yeah.
And he continued from that. He kept building and building and building. He dropped I Declare. He dropped Early Riser. He dropped that other song.
Malaki.
And then now there's Malaki with Roberto.
Roberto.
And Maki 2 has been on a roll. I wouldn't want to lie. This has been a good. We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
This has been a
A
good year for
him.
MK Maki 2. Thumbs up. And wait, let me see on my list. Roberto. I think this year has been a very good year for Roberto. I think I haven't seen the response that Roberto has gotten this year like in a very long time, since the days of Amarula. You know what I'm saying? Like this year, African Woman, the remix dropped. Because I mean, African Woman dropped, I think it was the other year, or the other year, if I'm not mistaken.
2 years
But
ago.
he brought it back. And
Remix.
you go to Kenya, whatever, all these countries in East Africa,
Still playing.
that song was like
On
crazy, even on TikTok, Ethiopia, whatever. That's why he had to bring it back, because he knew like now it's riding on TikTok. And then he jumped on that wave to say like, you know what, let me do a remix. And then he featured one of the artists from out there, you know what I'm saying? That song, like everywhere he's been going to perform, African Woman is like a big song now. Then he did the collab with E.D.N.A, which was like a dope collab. It's
Fiancé
like
is still big.
Fiancé is like one of the biggest songs this year so far in the country. And then
Wait,
now,
what?
huh?
What did you just say?
I'm saying, sorry, Fiancé is like one of the
One of
biggest
the
songs in the
biggest
I
country.
hate them. Don't
Yeah,
make
so
it.
far. You know what I'm
Almost had a
saying?
headache.
And now also he dropped a song with Rosary Fake, which is like also doing really good.
And they've dropped 2 songs with her, like
Yes.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
year, you know what I'm saying? He's
And
done like a
she's
bunch of
great.
collabs with a number of artists out there this year. Even I think we
He's
talked
also-
about it earlier on with that other boy from Uganda.
No more. Was
No
it?
more, yes, no more.
Already.
And
this. That was this.
yeah, that was early this year.
Mwaka wetu waingira mu 2020.
It's been a long
It's
year, but
because
3
of
years.
Corona, you know.
Wow.
So for me, to be honest with you, I feel like this year has been a very good year for Roberto, and I wouldn't want to lie, not because I'm trying to gas up or whatever, but it's
Don't
evident.
justify you.
It is evident out there.
Number 4.
Okay, so let's get to talk about Slap. Slap.
That's your number 4?
Yeah, my number 4.
Okay.
Slap hasn't really made like that vibe like the way Chandler
Nah,
K
Malilo guys,
has.
Neteganya.
No, I'm still saying.
Malilo
I'm
has
still
last
saying.
year.
But he's had quite a number of good songs
Yeah.
that have made an impact. Some of the songs you can't really dance to,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there are songs that you can relate to.
Yeah.
Like Zua, you know what I'm saying? That was the time of COVID. And that song was everywhere.
Everywhere.
And then there's this song that they did with Dev and Makitu and whatever, he's also part of it. And then he's also dropped an album and I feel like he's there. He hasn't really been there, but he's there.
It's just like-
I don't know if you understand my point.
Yeah.
My number 5 is a little bit tricky because Your Maps has also been there. You know what I mean?
And who's been here?
He hasn't really like done most of his like projects like the way he did the other year where he took over. I think we talked about that
with
the other
Lashawn.
year. The other year was his year, but even the songs that he's featured on, he's like taken over. Like where you have an artist who's featured Your Maps, and then Your Maps is like very
The owner.
significant. You know what I mean? And I feel he's managed to maintain his name. And for me, it's a tie between Your Maps number 5 and Dreams. Dreams had a good, like a big song, One Call.
Only.
I think Dreams he's given us 2 songs.
No, there's
Yeah,
one
no,
man
it's not just that.
Manja
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Mama.
Those songs
Also
played
features
so
David,
much
the
this
video
year.
version.
No,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
the reason you thought it was only 2 songs is because you were either not in a
Exactly.
One rap songs. Mumanja was on 2 versions. One
Yeah.
Kaladoshas. Kaladoshas didn't show up for a video shoot.
Exactly.
It took up Dave.
When was
So-
Together dropped?
It was actually this year.
Give it.
It
to
was
me.
this year. So it was early this year actually. So for me, number 5, I'm gonna put a tie between Your Maps and Dreams. That song by Mankolo was like everywhere.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
still
I'm saying?
everywhere.
So for me, in terms of creating a buzz, I think those are my top 5 with a bonus because 5 has got Your Maps and Dreams.
Abali asirira
So, yeah.
nakapa mulwa.
Okay.
Before you finally move, sorry to just delay you.
It's alright.
Your Maps, I feel like he's managed to delay his album drop because remember last year he was saying
Yeah,
next year I'm
oh,
dropping,
yeah.
but because of the drama and everything that he's done with the features, to Alaba Kudi album dropped. It's okay if he drops it in 2021.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
2022.
he's kept
It's
it
alright.
relevant.
Yeah.
So
he's
much
been
so
relevant.
that
Yeah.
we can wait for the
Yeah,
album to drop in
yeah.
2021.
So that's why I was saying, even without him having dropped like his own songs, like the way he did the other year, but just with him featuring on other
Featuring,
songs,
yeah.
he's been very dominant. Yeah,
It's all in the songs actually.
exactly. So for me, that's my top 5.
Nice.
Nice.
Jerahyo.
Not bad.
I'm not gonna talk so much about my. Okay, I'm gonna go off my top 5. I'm gonna talk about 4 and 5 because 1, 2, 3 are straight. Number 1, Chandanake. 2, Makitu. 3, Your Maps. So I'm gonna talk about 4 and 5 of the Kopala. because it looks like music is something somewhere. If I mention like let's say 4 songs, Mpiateshe Mpanga, Inempanga MP.
That's a good line. Can I copy it?
What's that song?
Asha?
Mpiateshe Mpanga.
Money doesn't make me. I make
I
money.
make money.
Then kwa saba uleve pa bantu ati no bompanga Inempanga MP. Shaishibe nsala na ishibe MP. Those are 2 different songs. Then kwa saba bale folk tuwasha bashiteshani bali azira.
Bali azira.
Then futi nango chishupe shani ba ushibali shokwa but ndelu shanjise pa na chabota. Those 4 songs are from 2020 and they are big songs
In the cover belts.
Yeah.
But
That is J-Max.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even talk about Gemma.
So that's my number 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
J-Max.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Then number 5, I'll give it to DJ VGs.
Oh yeah. Really?
Why are we giving VGs in the number 5 spot?
You know I'm giving this guy.
Then KB should have a spot as well.
No,
I'm talking about. We're talking about banging music.
Yes.
Oh.
DJ VGZ has had music. I quite like that. Nachi open up and wait. Then he's got another one with Bouches and this screw nigga with these horns. Anan. We will watch what.
This is the time you roll your
We
eyes
will
like
participate.
Scenario
Scenario. So that guy. Yeah. So that guy has got an ability to bring artists together and bring up bangs. So the time he was dropping out his album, the album of September.
Fuego.
Yeah.
September, like September.
Yeah. So Ama songs here Fuego. I've seen DJs Queen and Moon 29 where other DJs are playing, like other DJ too is very simple of his album. They play the song. What makes people go out is a good beat and a good combination of artists. And that's one thing DJs has. So now I got time songs are going but any DJ talk about an album that can be Jay-Z. I don't forget what normal mixing he has it.
Oh yeah, I forgot different.
Yeah, so for clubs, I'm giving it just because of the clubs, because it makes the clubs go out with his music and combination of artists. I'm giving 5, number 5 spot to him.
Okay. After talking about him behind the scenes. All right. So now, guys, this is like the most intense part of the show, where we come up with the top 10.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, him here and here. I see you, bro.
That one will be very difficult, but it's easier. Like if let's start from
Wait,
number 1.
but I know about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inch board I have.
Hey, what percent? So I think let's take it to number 10 because we already have the top 5. Jambe number 10.
But what we know for sure is a KJ.
That one is tricky.
Loosen up.
No, that one is tricky because that's like.
But
It's not tricky.
it's not tricky.
I think it's easier. I'm with KJ. I think it's easier to
Okay,
think of
me,
the
I'm
biggest.
with
No,
me.
they are-
Exactly. Because when you start there, you might even mess up.
Okay.
You know what I
Mess
mean?
up when
Like,
you start.
No, but if we
Okay,
mess up,
20.
we can say this.
We can always-
we can always
last
change.
time
can
we did
swap
what?
and
Right,
say,
we
no,
can swap
This
numbers.
person hasn't done
I
much
have
as
a way to
compared to
show
this
you.
person.
2 years later, still talking.
I feel you, bro.
Number
I feel
1
you too.
is easy to come up with. Like,
Chandana K. It's
No,
easy to come up.
no.
And then you go to number 2, and then you go to number 3, number 4.
I said
then
top
it's
5.
great.
Let's leave it same.
Yeah, let's leave the top 5 the way it is.
Then we become more.
Then we now start 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Do you need a hug?
It's just.
You can download the hack from www.stopdreamingyou.com.
Let me check. Let me check.
So who are we putting at number 10?
www.
Number 10, I'm putting Mumbayachi.
Are we going to accept? Are we going to agree?
No.
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 Because Mumbayachi hasn't even popped up even on
Apart from
whatever
Sanga
and whatever. He hasn't popped up
He's
from
had
all our
industry
discussion.
drama happening.
Yeah, but he
Numbers,
hasn't
yes.
popped up on the discussion, so he can't.
This is what I wanted. You guys are concentrating.
But it's you.
Alright, so Mumbai hasn't been to our top 10.
No.
Who are we putting at number 10?
Number 10, I
Number
would
10.
put.
Remember the names that didn't make it, your top 5 names and people that didn't make it to the
Number 10
you know?
in Alaka Point Y Celeb.
Oh,
I
What
can
did
count.
I say?
Y Celeb has done a good number of songs. And it's been a very
she's an
impactful
ex
year.
Arikwata.
Yeah. Who's got crowny, shani, then kwa saba foot.
Wagwan. Oh, Wagwan is 2019.
Kwa love ama songs I have mapya bapeni. Y Celeb alikwata arafunye nimbo nangu ati muli mwanzi style. You know,
every day.
why celeb before
Every hour.
kule samkuba chafunya shita papula velu mokon. But I can put him on number 10. Why celeb no muntu wakati wala chiluka bepaka pili. Baba wamba lumfa impact yako. So number 10.
But has he really gotten the business? As if I don't know.
Why celeb has got
I just
his
don't
biggest
feel-
endorsement is Mineral Boys.
Finish information.
I mean,
It's,
Banana, my adverts, he's been working on the advert.
Oh, was it 2020?
Yeah.
Did 2020?
Mojo.
Yeah.
Is that a 2020 story?
It's still in effect. Like to pick a mojo.
So are we all good with Why Celeb at number 10?
I think I'm okay with him being.
I don't know how I feel. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I'm just like,
He's just in the middle.
He's just in the middle.
yeah.
Spend some time.
Which artist can you replace Why Celeb with at number 10?
For number 10, pali whatever was it was Chirumbula. Or Opel one thing. I think I'll give it to Jerox.
Number 10.
My number 10.
I object.
What
Why?
Number 10.
Kjay?
I'll still push in Why Celeb at number 10.
I was still pushing Jerox because, like I said, now kwata chimuvi putuka ichitwa timungoma Tivonge is still running. He has a new album.
Yeah,
He has
because
two
yeah,
of
we're
the
not-
biggest
we're
songs
not-
still playing
we're
right
not-
now. Everybody can still dance to
We're not sure for the
Palavadani.
last example in Ngakupera day.
It's 2020 situation.
Yeah, it's a 2020 situation, but I have to do.
Ah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm
Therefore, we can't pakata.
Alright, so what are we doing number 9? Number 10, what are we going to do?
I know,
Are we
stick
giving
to
it to
Why Celeb.
Jerox or are we
stick
giving it
to
to Why
Jerox.
Celeb?
They can
I
put
think
their
why
own.
said it. Maybe Jay could come by number 9 or something.
Yeah.
I don't
Alright,
know.
so we'll have
Because
number
now,
Why did you not tell
You
me?
are
What I'm
directing
saying
Mr.
is
Rox.
that-
It's Roxa.
Yeah.
Man, we're talking about Roxa.
Go-
Roxa and Con.
Go chintin shakwa
The
chimpere kwa
Jehovah
lambala.
song is
So we put him.
big, I think.
So Why Celeb number 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then number
He
9.
doesn't know how he feels about it as
No,
well.
the thing is that I'm just confused because this top 10 is crazy. And yo, having to think about it just makes my mind go crazy.
Who do you suggest as number 10? So
Okay,
we-
these are the
Very
people,
hierarchy, so-
even in relationships, they still wait, doesn't know how you.
down.
Yes.
When you get
And
to
that's
number
why-
1,
that's why I
you
was
get
saying.
the biggest.
Yes.
That's why I was
No, we can
saying,
still change
That's why
numbers.
I was saying that along the run we're gonna mess up. For me,
won't
I felt
mess
it
up.
was gonna be easier
To start from the bottom.
there.
Ah, we
Okay,
don't
Kashumbetia nituambe kani.
No, number 10 is okay.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
start with 10. Number 10 we give it to Why
Fine.
Celeb. We move on to number 9. Who are we giving our number 9 spot?
I give it to Jerox. But
Be
although
careful
it
about
says
it.
number 8, I just feel like number 1 too.
Number 9.
Between 8 and 9, he has to be in the top 10 for me. I just feel like he's been.
Sanga, who's your number 9?
Okay. I think nachembaka paper umeshoka pole.
Alright, I'm trying to come up with a
Yes.
list also.
Jerahyo, can I have your number 9?
My number 9 will be the Dreams.
Dreams. And then you,
I think even me, I'll go with Dreams.
Wait, tuko na ka paper.
Sanga.
Dreams.
Sile ka paper. Sote one.
No, it's not.
I'm now
But then-
thinking who did the most between Dreams and Esther.
I want the paper.
Esther.
Oh, Esther!
Esther is all the way out there. Huh? Esther is better than Dreams in this case. The Mauritian aspects on side.
Hello, before you go any further, sorry to interrupt you. Imo babiri muishita mwachikwatira mana kashimu top 5 yen. Excuse me. Imo babiri
You know what?
mupango shani.
I love to support ladies like big time,
So,
100%. But I feel like more especially where the impact in terms of music wise,
No, Esther's.
like where?
Esther.
I
has-
send a ring.
No.
I'm saying
Look,
that's why you're getting it wrong. That's why you're getting it
She
wrong.
has a new album, April.
Can I break it? Let me break it down for you.
break
Look
it
at
down.
what Esther
I'll
has
back
done.
you up.
Esther has got an album out, April. And to see a gospel artist, female gospel artist, cross borders, kwambotenga mahatsi ma secular,
Fans.
lovers. She has a deal, an endorsement. How many gospel artists
See,
have endorsements?
now
Wait,
that's what I'm
wait.
saying.
Wait,
I didn't
wait.
say business wise.
KJ.
Wait, okay,
KJ.
Yeah.
Okay, the Chikangawa song is big. Chikangawa song.
Maybe you are not a fan of gospel.
No. Esther is my girl. I've been.
Chikangawa
Girl,
playing
she's
her
engaged.
music.
Make sure.
No. Relax. What I mean when I say my girl, this is the 21st century.
I don't.
Language has changed. So when I
That's
say like,
true.
yo, that's my homeboy, that's my home girl. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter whether that person is married
Sanga,
or
you want to say
what.
something?
If we're going to put Dreams at number 9, Esther might as well be at number 8 because in terms of business,
They're almost the same
Number
thing.
hits.
Nakamuchida.
Nakamuchida.
Hey.
It's like I'm a huge
No, you're not a huge
Wentula is from
fan.
which year?
Ask her, she'll tell you. I call her
I
every
ask
time
her,
she has.
pass her
call her.
line.
Let's call her like right
Zero
now.
nine
Put her on
one.
Guys,
loudspeaker.
come on.
Let's put her on loudspeaker.
No.
Let's put her on loudspeaker.
Let's call her.
Let's put her on loudspeaker.
Let's
Let's put her
call
on
her.
loudspeaker. Yeah, you guys, this
Let's
is gonna
see.
be. This
No,
is gonna
no,
be.
no.
This is gonna be like.
Maybe I'm disappointed
Yo.
she's taken.
No. Okay, that's one of the reasons.
Thank
I'm
you. We
disappointed.
finally agreed.
I love Esther because
She's
supposed to be
cute.
my girl, but it's okay.
Nah,
I
bruh.
meant cause Pompey and
I
you know.
didn't there.
But you don't even. Oh, you have a number.
Wait, that was a different
Ah.
one.
You don't even have a number.
No, I
Let's
do.
stop it.
Because
You don't have a number?
I just changed my phone. You know that. I changed
Ah,
my phone.
okay.
No, I have a number.
We can
You
go
know, I hope
online.
this person is not
Let's
like
go
bro.
for
I
online.
just read messages.
Let's go online.
No,
No matter how much
yeah,
time
let's
it
go.
takes. So just call her.
KJ, don't touch my
No,
phone.
Okay,
I'm
what
gonna
you
say
go when
this
I
is
say
KJ.
now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is KJ.
Is that
Hey.
Wait.
How you breathe?
Let's call her. Let's
Call her.
Catch, please, can you
I'll
catch
tell her.
her?
No. Wait. Call her. No, wait. Call her.
The cake.
Come back. Call her. I'll tell her this is KJ. We're putting it on the microphone.
Wow.
Yo.
I'll
Let's
handle
pick
everything.
up. She's busy, guys.
With what?
picks up.
She's
I hope
not
she
married
picks
yet.
up.
She's just engaged.
Come on now, Esther. Pick up.
olonishiturukola ilela ngati mwaombe.
Okay, send her number to me. I changed my for real. Like I'm gonna call like for real. Esther's gonna send it to me like now.
Okay, homeboy.
So I call her.
Let's move
Okay,
on.
give me a number. No.
No,
Wait.
Let's move on.
Wait.
Go.
Editors are hard time.
Yes. Let's move on.
Cut. Your number.
Alright, so now it's a tie between Esther and Dreams.
I feel like
I'm gonna give it
like
to
being
Esther.
an all-round artist. Esther should.
So why were you calling Esther?
Why were you calling Esther? Tawasho tali kobekerwa? Or
I
that
know.
kobekerate chupo?
I know.
So
Why?
what are you saying?
we wanted to
Esther
find
and
out-
Dreams banine.
No, Dreams number 9, Esther number 8.
Welishe.
Ah,
Esther number 9, Dreams number 8. They have to be phone demo ashirod.
No, but
Wait.
Let's start calling.
No, wait, no.
no, guys.
Entertain me.
Like, let's be
Wait,
for
but
real.
No, okay. You know why I wouldn't give it to number 8 to Dreams?
But what has Dreams done in terms of
In terms
Three
of
songs.
yeah,
He
impact?
doesn't have
He only has
business.
2 songs.
And he has a
this
new
year.
baby.
He's got Mwankole and Mumanda. What else has he done?
Which business?
2 songs.
Baby.
in a year, guys.
But look,
No,
we're looking at general, like overall.
music-
Isn't it?
2020, is it still running?
Guys,
This one we're looking at overall.
the music
Kjay.
industry has
Kjay.
become very competitive. So
Kjay.
if someone is gonna have 2 songs that are gonna be like big hits in a year,
Okay,
that's
KJ.
huge.
Look.
So if
that's
Dreams,
the only thing being
if-
considered.
No.
Let's look at other criteria.
Can we go for a commercial then so that we fight off camera, we slap each other?
yeah, I mean,
No,
because
but look,
this
if
thing,
I'm-
We'll be right back with
Can
Chicken
I-
5 and
Can I break it? Nigga, breaking a chetaya, baga. We break
Please
it?
break it. So
Ooh, break it.
Me.
Iwe. Nish panduwe.
I'm the anchor, guy. So now, who's going at number 9? Dreams
I
go at
give it.
number 9.
Okay. Who are 4? Whom are you giving it to number 8? Dreams.
no.
Udepenana.
Okay, for as long as Esther is gonna be there. Oh, Party Dreams and Dreams is going to number 8. Esther Chunga at number 9.
I'm giving it number 8. I'm giving it to Esther. Number 9, Dreams. Adi wasana
Okay,
relax.
okay, so I'm giving
Stone.
number.
Number 9?
I'm giving
Stony,
number
Pepper,
9.
Scissors, Stone,
Esther, and I'm
Pepper,
giving number
Scissors,
8.
So we
Stone.
can actually
And
just
who
do
are you
this.
giving the number 1? Yo,
I'm
guys.
giving giving number 9 Dreams and I'm giving Esther number 8 because I feel in terms of brand, Esther actually.
I still come in to break the tie. And please, plus, let's also consider
Why?
this.
Because she got engaged.
She also has a
Not
body of
just
work.
engagement.
She also has a
Because the
body of
engagement
work.
went viral on social media.
No,
I mean,
Wewe walisha endorsements yako tele Shirota this year.
Yeah,
I'm checking a page.
No,
for me, that's how I
wait.
feel.
Who's got the most selling
that-
album on Confessesani, which is a local platform? Esther.
Oi,
Is right.
but I got talk about endorsements.
You get it?
Esther,
No,
I talk about the
Esther, her music is like one of the most, downloaded on Confessesani, bought, whatever, listened to on Confessesani.
Okay, Bella number
I just
8.
don't want to
Bella.
argue because I know this argument is gonna go
Number
like
8.
all
Okay,
day. So
number 9,
let's
Dreams,
move on.
number 8, Esther. We move on to number 7.
Where's my glass?
Let's move on.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7, bro.
Who's on number 7? Who's done the most this year?
Number 7, I'll put Bobby East.
Why are we giving it to Bobby East?
Sorry.
Bobby has been a remarkable artist.
Eh?
Tell me about
Come on, 10.
Watch out, music for yawa. Sometimes they could have by month. Bobby has kept his business running. Nangfati Tarifunya songs. One, Mwalimona, he was on one of the biggest songs.
Which is?
I declare here Kamadi. Then 40, he's been on the like trains. You won an award last night.
Yeah.
He's been a fashion, like the most fashionable male of 2020.
But this is music. We're not
It's music. Kaifon dekwe, but music here quite
He's
different.
light. What do you expect from a light guy?
So she's already endorsing. So Bobby's on number 7.
But what
Bobby's
remarkable
No
thing
hard
has
feelings,
Bobby
Bobby, I
done
love
this
you.
year? This year, 2020.
2020.
Remarkable
It's
thing.
been hard.
One by we can be like,
they can't bankweve. They can't kweve. The remarkable thing. Hey, Bobby East is the CEO of XYZ.
This
So, Zambian gabawi na mutashana nte coach. That's if you're in
It's okay, Jerahyo can go.
Okay.
Anyway, Bobby East hasn't done jack this year. Guys, let's be honest.
Bobby East has just been slain.
This is
why we're giving that
this is
number
what-
seven.
this is what
Crying
we say.
fouls on
Every year has artists that really put in the work.
Yes.
Bobby East had 2018?
And
Yeah.
In 2019,
A
part of
bit of it,
2019. Yeah. But when he was remarkable, everyone was just like, yo, XYZ are killing me.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And everyone knows that. But this year, guys, let's just
Been
be
on
honest.
features. That's
Yeah, and even
I
those
think-
features are weak. You know what I'm saying?
I like his first year I declare.
No, I declare, yes, was really good.
You can't
That verse was fire, yes, but some of his verses he raps like he's from kindergarten, bro.
Producer, am I allowed to put on
You know what I'm
this?
saying?
Yo.
But I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
Okay. So who are we giving number 7? Who are we giving our number 7?
That's gonna be a tough one. But not Bobby East, guys.
Who are we giving our number 7?
Number 7, I would give it to Natasha.
Okay, yeah.
So Natasha number 7?
For me, I would put Esther Chungu on number 7 and Natasha Chansa on
Number 8. Yes.
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
number 10 we have Y Celeb. Number 9 we have
Yeah, Y
Prince.
Celeb did the most, especially the COVID-19
Number 8
period.
we have Natasha Chansa. And
Yeah.
Esther has risen to number 7.
Number 7.
Who's our number 6?
My number 6. You have number 6 on my head.
No, I'm just.
What has
like,
Bouches done this year?
It's tough. Who?
Does he deserve a spot?
Bouches,
Bouches.
chef. Bouches.
No, for me,
No.
no.
2020.
No.
He doesn't?
It's not my Inga and Karepu.
Not even Tishon. Tishon, we know like he's a music genius.
Yeah.
He's always
But he's
releasing
been
songs in
dropping
there, but
songs every hour.
yeah, exactly.
And
So he hasn't really had that song that has been consistent or dance stuff that has been
2020,
consistent.
2019
You know what I mean?
was his
I know
year. He had
he's-
Wagwan.
Yeah,
he had,
he's
you
trying to be
know,
relevant, but okay, yeah, he's trying to be relevant and he's been there, but he hasn't had stuff that is like very consistent because he's and it kind of like confuses you.
It
you know
gives
what I
me a
mean?
headache as
Like for
well.
me, I'm like, I love this song by Tisha. Before you know it, there's this.
Another one drops me.
Even me as a radio guy or whatever, I get confused. I'm like,
Which one am I
give
supposed
up.
to play?
You know what I mean? I give up.
YouTube has been overly active.
So who's getting the
Extremely
number 6?
active.
Who's getting the number 6?
Number 6. Where did you put Jerahyo's festival?
Maybe he can take this.
Okay.
Number 6, J-Ross.
I just feel like the guy, not is he just doing other things, even music is pushing. Jombolo, oh, na. Busy shooting something else.
What do you say?
I don't disagree with that. I think he could take it.
He could take number 6. Then we go back to the top 5 now. Who are we ranking number 5?
Number 5 tukatema na nani?
Market 2, Slap, Chandana K, Yo Maps, and Choose.
Na choose pa number top 5.
Those are the common names that we had.
Okay.
So if okay, this is just like I just want to find out, you know, if we're gonna go, say we put Tuesday, and I know Roberto is not there on the like top 5, right?
He's there.
We put Roberto. No, he's not there.
Oh, no.
Because there's like Makitu, Chandana and Yo Maps, and who else? Tuesday, and who else is there?
Slap.
And Slap, yeah. So if we're gonna put Tuesday and Roberto, if we're gonna put it out there to the people to say like, who's done the most?
No, me, Roberto, I would put him on number 4 for me.
No, but he's not there on the top 10. We already know. Because on the top,
No, he's in we will pick, we will decide.
so we still
We will
going?
we can grab the
We're
name
still
from
like-
Kumuganda.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can grab
okay,
it and
cool,
put it there.
So okay, now we're going with the top 5 that is there, which is Makitu,
Slap.
Yo Maps, Slabs, Chandana K, Tuesday.
So you guys,
So
what
at
I'm trying to
number-
say
So,
is
buddy-
let's choose it with Roberto.
No. That
You
one is for
cannot
later
compare
because
that.
it's not there. But let's focus
Okay, let's
on
just
this,
put number 5,
on
Shashan,
these
because then we
guys
can
that
battle
are
it
there
out.
because
Okay, who's number 5?
For me, number 5, it would be Slap.
okay,
Slap for me.
pretty fair. I think. Like for me, like I said earlier on, he hasn't really been there, but he's been there.
like,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
didn't get him,
yo,
like,
I'm
there.
here. Like the
know.
songs that he's done, like Zua was
Zua,
there.
yeah.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying? He's been there. So for me, I feel like number 5 would be fair for Slap.
Number 4.
Number 4 for me, I'll put it number 4 for Yo Maps.
Me, I put Roberto.
So you put Yo Maps at number 4 and put Slap at number 5.
Yeah, Yo Maps.
Very much possible. Because I'll tell you what, because for me, like I mentioned earlier on, Makitu has done the most for this
Like
year.
I said, he
This
pushes
has-
music like
and
it's an
if we
upcoming.
had award shows, I can guarantee you Makitu was gonna get a bunch of those awards. So top 3, if I was gonna say, because if we put Yo Maps on number 4, top 3, Chandana K is gonna be at number 1.
Obviously.
And then number 2, we're gonna put Makitu.
Makitu.
And then number 3, wait, I have to look at where's my phone? Look at my list. So at number 3, meaning that we're gonna put wait. Okay, that's for me. So,
Okay, who is number 4 for you?
Okay,
Me,
so
number four,
your
you
maps,
say-
your maps
Me, I
can
said
either
Roberto.
your maps can either go number 4 or number 3.
I'll put Roberto.
Number 3 or number
I
4?
have no writing this.
One of those two.
So number 5 Slap.
Number 5 for
Yeah, number
Slap.
5
Number 4.
It can either be your maps or I don't know.
Me, I
Your
put
maps can either be
Roberto.
number 4, number 3.
You Roberto, what do you think of number 4?
I think Roberto.
Roberto number 4.
Signing out.
So we move on to number 3.
Number 3.
Your Maps.
Your Maps.
Number 2
Mind the
Makitu.
drama.
And number 1 Chandana.
We obviously know
For
what
me,
time
that's
it is.
just like how it is.
What do you think of Chandana K's branding though?
The
No,
brand
business aspect is great.
Yes, so
You
the
know?
business aspect and the music, which is a plus. So the business and the music, the branding hasn't really been good.
Yeah.
And
so
I wouldn't want to lie to you.
if you
And,
But-
you are going to put someone like Roberto Komamuvika and put Chandana K pa number 1 because of this, is it fair?
No, I'll answer
I know,
later.
I know what you're saying,
Because they are
and
lacking in one area.
I know, but the thing is that, bruh, let's just be honest. This year, the boys have been
taken
a
off.
vibe.
because of the music.
Exactly.
Because of their brand.
That's what we're talking
What
about.
has their brand done?
It still goes back to the hottest MCs or musicians of the year 2020, and it comes back to Chandana K being
Yeah,
top
but
notch.
all-round musicians.
No,
Roberto
we-
had the hit too.
No, we
His
know.
brand
One
is on
hit.
point.
We talked
How
about
many
it.
hits?
But true, Roberto's brand is on point.
No, the
too.
branding is
brand
on
is
That's
He
why I'm putting
has-
it, because if he's
he
not
has
on
all
number
these
4, he'll be out of the
I
picture.
know, but bruh, it's undeniable Chandana K,
You're
bruh.
only giving them that spot because of the music.
Bruh,
That's not
the
fair.
music, the vibe. If we were to do a research right
I'd
now,
probably give it
Chanda-
to Roberto.
No.
Chandana K all round 2020
Why are you putting Roberto
is
number 1?
there.
Because he's an all-rounder. Just look at his brand. Look at the business he's been doing. The connections. Plus the music.
But you
No, I just
the
feel
music that's
like-
putting him on number 1 is a fiancé, eh?
Beyonce,
No.
the African woman remix.
No. We're not putting that song. Maybe you, I am not.
No. Okay, I agree with you. Like, to be honest with you, Roberto has done the most shit. Like I mentioned, he's had the African Woman, which is a good song. He's had Fiancé, which is like one of the best songs of 2020, the biggest. He's had even the new song that is
His
released
page
with
is
Rosary.
good to look at.
Exactly, the branding is
He's
on point.
been there for
But
a longer time. That's what the page is.
That does not excuse
Well,
that does
it
not
does not. I'm not
excuse.
excusing them.
Slap Dima
What I'm
too
saying,
have also been there.
KJ,
Uh-huh.
KJ, how many
Yeah.
times did I call you?
3 times.
No, 2 times. You're not good
Yeah,
at math.
2 times.
What I'm trying to say is that for me, even me at first, I was like, Roberto, I think we had this conversation in Agra, you know. But I just feel like overall, Chandana K
No,
will
I agree.
get the number
I
1
agree,
spot.
guys.
Let's not please the masses.
No,
No,
right?
but that's the
no,
masses.
but
It's
no,
about the
it's about the masses.
It's
and
about the
numbers.
masses. The masses and the numbers are what make.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Popularity.
Chandana K's
and-
masses,
Ow.
or rather Chandana K's numbers
Okay.
are only coming from
Sanga,
the music.
Sanga.
But
That's
that's
it.
the thing,
Sanga.
bro.
Their
They are
brand and
Tembo.
how the page
business,
looks
bro.
is
Okay,
monotonous.
guys. Let's
No,
put it like
it's
this.
just
Let's
the
put it
same
like
old
this.
thing that you
Let's
see
put it
from
like
the
this.
page.
Let's put it like this, guys. When you are hot cake, when you are happening, whether you won't even have to call people like, yo, I need to do a show or whatever. People are gonna call you. Why? Because you are happening. And I've
You bring
witnessed
business
this
to them.
happening, bruh. When you are happening at that particular time, people are gonna call you. And that's one of the reasons why Roberto has also done well this year, because he's been the vibe.
Yeah.
But Chandana K, bruh, is undeniable.
No, their page doesn't look like much.
No,
Their
branding, yes,
is
we
whack.
agree.
Let's
But
just put it out there. It's the same. It's the same thing.
I agree,
Let's
it's
not
the
deny
same thing.
this.
It's the
The
same
same
thing,
thing,
but
same clothing, same artwork.
Okay, let's
Okay.
we
Can
can
I ask
just
you a question?
vote. We
Videos
can
are
just
there.
Can I ask you a
vote.
question?
There are too many hands here. Can we just
Dope
vote?
Boys, did they have a good year last year?
I don't even remember, but I think they
You
had
do
to.
remember Tembo.
You see?
Alright,
You
no,
see?
wait,
remember
wait,
Tembo.
wait.
But
You
this year,
remember.
Chandana
Just
K
remember.
Do you
is
know what's happening right
undeniable,
now?
guys.
Do you know what's happening right now? If Sanga is saying Roberto deserves the number 1 spot, then he doesn't really deserve to be at number 4. He needs to go higher on the chart.
No, you can't move Makito. The disrespect.
You see? So if you're saying Roberto deserves number
Even
1
as a
spot,
higher following
meaning
than Roberto.
he has to
That disrespect.
elevate on the chart
We
as
could
well.
even put Marky 2 for number 1, but not Chandana K for number 1.
No,
Just
guys.
because their music
Guys,
is the hottest.
this is an insult to the Zambian community.
Alright, so guys,
And everybody
at
out
number
there.
10,
You cannot
wait,
put
guys,
Chandana K at number 2, guys. That's an insult.
We need-
Like, we're gonna be stoned, bruh. People will
Who
be
died?
upset
Who
the moment
died?
we walk out there.
but you know
People
what?
are gonna be
It's
waiting
okay.
for
Look,
us
look,
with
KJ,
stones.
at the
I'm
end of the day,
telling
people
you.
can be upset, but we make the professional
Even
decision.
Guys, it's not about the
There, fam.
professional decision. It's evident, guys. It's not even about
Honestly.
profession. Everybody
What if
knows.
that's their identity
If-
to make the artwork
Guys,
like that?
even the
Deep
president
goal, number
knows.
But not Chandana K.
Not Chandana K. Chandana K
no.
could go number 1 in
No,
terms of
bruh.
music.
That's the vibe,
What
bro.
has been a vibe?
In terms of
They've had the
well,
business.
Even the business, but they've
Tembo.
made them. Do you,
Yeah, but-
Okay,
do you know
wait.
the lowest that Chandana K would be hired
Fam.
for? Do you know the lowest
No,
that Chandana K would be hired for?
KJ.
Do you
Do
know?
you know?
No, I'm asking.
Wait,
do you know?
wait.
No.
And those guys have.
KJ.
No,
those guys
you
have
wait,
been,
you
those guys
wait.
have been from the time that
Yeah,
the world
I
opened
agree,
here.
I agree.
They've been fully booked like every
I
weekend,
know.
week in and week
Let-
out.
let-
That
Thank
tells
you.
you a story, bruh.
Let's
Some of these artists that we've put on this list don't even have shows, certain
Let's-
weekends and
let's
whatever.
put this on the
Chandana
table.
K are
Okay, KJ, wait.
Banazuja,
Yo.
Coppola experience. Wait.
Now, guys,
Hey,
let's put
wait,
these two on
wait.
the table.
No.
Which one we put on the table?
This one.
Roberto Chandana K. Okay?
Number
Roberto.
one.
No, let's just put them on the table, not on any list or whatever. Roberto Chandana K. Chandana K on this side have good business. They have good music that's really loved by the masses. But their page is weak, as well as their online branding, however they look out there, their artwork. Same. It's either that pose and the other guy is this side. There's no ingenuity in how they look online.
And we
then we
agree.
have someone
No, we
like
don't
Roberto
dispute that.
or Marky 2
We don't
who has
dispute
the
that.
who have the music. They have the branding and they have the business side.
We are
And you're
talking
telling
about
me you're going to put
2020.
Chandana K
No.
number one? No.
Bruh.
No, wait.
Wait.
KJ, can I say
Even in
something?
2020.
Let the
Even in
woman
2020.
speak. Can a woman
You
speak?
yourselves agreed that Chandana
No.
K had no videos. Only
Yeah,
their
what
music was moving.
makes
But
no,
people know that
exactly.
despite
No,
videos.
no, like what
Some
the
people
hell?
know
I see where
certain
Sanga was
artists'
coming
music
from.
because
No,
of videos.
No, wait.
Did
I'm
you
not
know?
moving to the hype.
Did
I'm
you,
not moving to the masses.
did you know
Wait.
that certain artists can release a song, people don't know about it until they release a video? So I'm like, oh, okay,
But
you know
they
what I mean?
haven't done
But
that.
those guys
But
don't have
still
videos.
stays
But
relevant.
people know about every
Okay,
song
can I say
of
something?
theirs.
Can I
At
say
the
no?
moment,
Can
they
I
are
also
well-rounded
no?
artists.
Tembo, can I do some? Can I say something?
Okay.
We have Chandana K. You need Roberto, yeah. Fine, you said their branding doesn't look organized. Fine, you're saying umuwakarati, umuwa soja, fimofini. But what? Nango for poster by Instagram kadoleshe, but I poster same artwork fit to same. What if that's how they want to be identified? Me, I find it very creative.
It's not interesting.
No,
It's the
me,
same
to me
thing.
it is interesting.
It's boring.
No,
Yes.
to me it's interesting.
Facts. Chandana K.
To me it's interesting. For me,
2020.
I don't disagree with that.
You know what? You
2020.
know what I'm going to do right now? Me, I'll push Roberto number 2. And I'll push
That's-
push Roberto
that's
number
alright.
2. I'll give Chandana K number 1, Roberto number 2. Then is it
Give
Mark?
Chandana K even
Mark
number
two
4.
on one.
Yeah, Mark 2 be number 3.
Listen to
Yeah.
what Chanda said. Give Chandana K.
Someone
That's
else, a
Sanga is
well-rounded artist.
at number for
Not
the
a
start.
well, we are talking about the
That's
year
an
2020.
insult,
This is
bruh,
why
to
you're
the Zambian people.
No,
That's
we
an
don't get what the
insult.
people say.
No, we
We
need
don't-
to.
No, not
Yeah.
only that, but that's even us who've witnessed it. Chandana K are a vibe, guys.
Yeah,
2020.
music.
2020. Chandana K.
2020.
Let's roll, baby. Let's get it
They don't
on.
want to change.
Alright, guys,
So-
let's just do a recap. Number 10, Why Selling? Number 9, Dreams. At number 8,
Natasha.
no, number 8, Natasha Chansa. Number 7, Esther Chu.
Esther.
Number 6, who did we have?
J-Rock.
Jay Roxon. Number 5, Slap D. Number 4, Roberto has moved from number 4, so meaning the one who was there moves.
Wait. And now Roberto Panambashan.
So your map's number 4.
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah, your map's number
at
4. Number 3, Marky 2. Then now we're looking for number 2 and number 1.
Number 1 is Chandana K.
You fish of one, that's why Chandana K. Fish of one and there.
Chandana K is number 1.
So Chandana K number 1.
Chandana K
Roberto
is number 1.
2.
No.
So,
We are just conforming to what the public
number
thinks.
2 and number
Let's not
3
be
will be a
politically
battle
correct.
between number
It's the
2
truth.
and number 3 will
Chandana
be
K are not well-rounded artists
number
yet.
2 and
Yes.
number 3.
I feel
Number 2 and number
Their
3.
online
no, you are not
outlook
supposed to
is
show
I'm
any
not-
sides
nothing.
because you're a
I'm-
moderator.
yes, I'm
so
not showing
number
sides.
2, number 2 and number 3
They were
will be
attacking
a
you.
battle between Marky 2 and Roberto.
What do you mean?
Number what and number 2?
Number 2 and number 3 will be a
Roberto,
battle between
Marky
Roberto and
2.
Marky 2.
No, I
Push
think
Roberto
because of how Fly Marky 2 looks lately with the shivers, the music, and of
Exactly.
course the business
Exactly.
and whatever.
Exactly.
Let his fight be with Roberto for number 2 and number 1. Chandana K can be at number 3. I don't care what you think about their music. It's hot, but their online
hot
image
like
doesn't
me.
look like much right now. I would have said this even while Jerahyo was still here. He would have agreed, or maybe not. I'm telling you the truth. They have the business on lock because they're the hottest thing. Lafarge took them and everything. Their music is hot, but their online image is just monotonous.
It's bad.
It's
Just say it's bad, not monotonous or
it's
whatever.
bad or whatever, yeah. So let's have Marky 2 fight with Roberto for the number 2 and number 1.
Wait,
I think that's fair.
Like if you with them.
I think that's fair.
No.
I don't
Muntu
care.
wanje, I think
No,
that's fair.
no.
No, Chandana
Guys.
K. Okay.
Chandana K because of the
Let's
music.
just be
No.
fair.
You look
Chandana
biased.
K.
No, it's not
we're
even
not biased.
I don't
We're
think
just
I'm
being real
biased.
here. It's evident,
It's
bro.
evident.
Okay, you guys, can you just can we put it to a vote?
Can we go like one or two people and just random?
No, we're not putting it
Even
on
the
the
And-
songs
and-
are starting
and-
to sound the same. You
You
said it.
said it.
You said it.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
the
they're new
songs
songs,
are
yes.
starting to sound the
We
same.
Their
said
new
the
song,
year
yes.
2020. We're not talking about
Yeah,
the new
their new song, yes,
2020
sounds
is
like
about
it's
to
what,
end.
but 2020
Let's
has
just
been
be
the
real.
vibe.
2020 is about to end and they've ruled in terms of music and their business is good. But how do they look online? When was the last time you saw Chandana K go live, talk to the fans and
About
whatever?
what? My fans could corona.
No, let's
live
also
on the
consider,
internet.
like
Oh,
connect with
guys.
your people.
Connect with your people.
No, I
Connect
just
with
feel
your
like
people.
Chandana
Look
K.
fly.
Okay, so can
Whatever
we
artists
agree
do.
on number 1, number 2, and number 3?
Let's have Maki 2 and Roberto fight for those 2 spots while we put Chandana K by number 3. You know, I would have even
Nah.
had it by number 4.
Okay, cool. Let's vote. How many are going for Chandana K at number 1?
Okra.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Okay, so it's evident Chandana K
Okay,
at number 1.
here's can I give my honest
No.
opinion why I
No, you can, but
But
you are
you
not
still
allowed.
vote.
yeah,
to
I'm
vote.
not voting.
Yeah.
I feel like look, like he said online, Chandana K.
I agree.
Listen,
I
wait,
agree,
wait.
which is very true.
I feel like they still haven't utilized the popularity they have out there. Chandana K, those are going to be like one of the first artists to make millions of streamings. Of these streaming platforms, but they're not utilizing that. They're still riding off that wave that we're happening. They don't have a YouTube page to their name. They don't have their songs. You can't find their songs on Shazam. You can't find their songs on Spotify. You can't find their songs on these other platforms. It's not them that are uploading those songs. It's the people that are doing the jobs for them. So
It's because they've made the name, so people are
that's
doing it.
No,
That's
that's
not enough.
that's
You
not
need to brand
enough. You need to
yourself.
brand
Well, I
yourself.
still stand on
Tony
number 1.
Media cannot be making money off
I
your
still-
song
Off your-
on his
still-
YouTube.
on his
You,
YouTube
you
channel.
know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys, what you're saying is really, really true. But let's just go with the hottest, because
No.
we're talking.
That's
What
being
is the
politically
essence?
correct.
What
No.
is the essence of this show?
I
It's
know.
the hottest
Yeah.
MC, the hottest
Yeah.
artist of
Yeah.
2020.
You have to be hot
Who's
all
been the
around.
hottest?
You have to
Who's
be hot
been the
all
hottest?
around.
Okay.
All
Okay.
around,
Okay.
yes.
Alright.
But
Yeah,
Chandana
if
K
they are
is
hotter-
undeniable.
Okay, let's
guys.
put it to a vote. Chandana K at number
One.
one.
Number one.
Roberto
Chandana-
number two.
Well, now there's a battle between Maki2 and Roberto, because both of them have really had a good 2020.
So what are we going
Yeah,
to
they've
do
really
here?
pushed.
Who's going to number two? Roberto
For
or
me,
Maki2?
number 2 goes to Market 2.
I'm gonna put Roberto on number 2.
I'm gonna put Market 2. The reason why I'm putting Market 2, it's because, I mean, I just feel like it deserves it.
Okay,
Who are you putting on number
but that one is tricky. Roberto and Maki2, yeah, that one is for me.
Where's the Stabwanja?
Number one, perfect. I will give it to Chandana K.
Vama debate, you can die except.
Maki2 is like the most interactive artist.
Yes,
has done
and
the
social
And
most.
his
too.
business is really
He's-
good.
yeah,
Good.
he's really done the
DJs
most.
don't complain about
Yeah,
any of his
yeah,
appearances.
yeah.
So I think number 2,
We'll give it to
Roberto,
Maki2.
and I'd give Maki2 the number 1 spot. I'm telling you the truth.
Should I
no,
also
no. I declare.
No, but
this
no,
is me.
no was last year's. So
Okay.
I
So you're
I
still
declare.
living off the
This
So
memory.
like I said, he just picked up from Vanono and then he went to the vibe. Okay, but Roberto and Maki2 is like a tough one for me.
They should
and-
do a collab. Or
because
they
they
have
have, and for me, even earlier on this year, we were talking with some other people. Like this year, Roberto and Maki2 have really been, made a comeback. I hope you understand. Like we've known how they've struggled like the
Who are
past
we
years,
giving our
but
number
this
two
year,
and
both
number
artists
three?
have really put in the works and
Who are we?
they've done.
Oh.
Who are we
Eddie
giving?
Ricer.
Okay, let's put it to a
flow,
vote. Let's put it to the
Didiko.
vote
Let's
as well.
wait. Number 2.
Number two.
Giving it
Who's
to
going to
Market.
number two? How many people said Maki2 at number two?
Okay, maybe I'll give it to Maki2.
Number two.
Yeah.
You're saying Roberto.
I'll give Roberto number 2.
So Roberto, you guys, I can't vote. You guys have
I
voted.
don't know, man. Maki2 for me has just been outstanding.
He
But-
has
yeah,
been
you're
an
saying you're agreeing with us.
And we agree with
And we agree with
So you guys are saying Chandana K number one,
Yes.
Maki2 number two,
Yes.
Roberto number three.
Chandana K number 1, no. Not for me. Not for me. Number 1.
No, but
Alright.
it's about the majority. It's about the majority. So me and her have agreed that,
Yeah, they've
that,
agreed.
that
Yeah,
Chandana
but
K number
I
one.
want this to go
So-
on record. For me, Chandana K are not number 1 in terms of being well-rounded artists. Yes, they are the crowd favorite in terms of their hits, but their brand doesn't look like much yet. Their business side is okay, they are getting endorsements.
It's beautiful, it's not okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful,
business
they're
side is
getting money.
beautiful.
But their brand
actually
online
made
and
it.
how
It's
they
sexy as a
look
matter of
overall, it's the same. It's not entertaining. They are not connecting with the fans. E.D.N.A just said they don't even have their personal YouTube page. You said their music was more popular in audio format. They didn't even have videos for this. So
But
they
see,
were lacking in terms of
that makes them even unique. They still
Yeah,
blew
because the-
up.
but
some-
as an
yeah.
artist, you need to look organized.
Yeah, you need to
coming
look
through the
organized. I
gate.
feel, yeah, they can be unique, but look, wait,
Tabaziva
wait.
Okay,
2020.
put that
Wait.
blame on the manager.
No,
Put
even
Put
the
that
artists,
blame on
even
the
the artists
manager.
themselves.
No, the artist is the manager's fault.
As an
The
artist,
manager is
you also
supposed to be
need to know what
advising
you
his
need.
artist. So the manager is whack. He hasn't been doing his work.
Yeah, why?
Manager for
But
Chandana K, manager
we're
for
giving
Chandana
them
K,
the
you haven't
number
been
one
doing your
spot.
job. But otherwise, the music is good.
You should have told him.
No, because he's not here. He left. So, but he's
Oh,
whack.
so guys, we're done with our list.
I think I'm good.
Okay, so do we agree? Number one, Chandana
Chandana
K.
K.
Number one
Number
for me is
two,
Market
Roberto.
Roberto is
Number
two,
three,
Roberto.
Roberto.
Number
Number
three is Chandana
four,
K.
Yo
Yo Maps.
Number
Number
five,
5,
Slap
Slap
D.
D. Number 6.
Bam, if I
What's
had my
number
way,
six?
even
J-Box.
your maps would be before Chandana K.
Oh, I think we're not going to have this. We're not going to end.
'Cause this is gonna go on
yeah,
and on
yeah,
and
this
on until
conversation
the
won't
following
stop.
day.
True. But yo, finally have
What
our
do you
list.
dislike about Chandana?
There's nothing I dislike.
No, he said, and I agree with him.
The fact
He
that
where
they
we
don't
were,
look
we were
like
saying
that.
Aqua
No. I
Lukewarm
agree
water.
with him.
Stay there.
No, I agree with
Stay there.
the points that he said are
Can
valid.
you stay
But
there?
for me, it's about when we talk about the hottest MCs. Chandana K have been outstanding.
Period.
Hottest in
But
terms of music,
but
they lack in
but
terms
the
of
points
brand
the
and
points
how
that
they
you've
look.
raised
But do you
are
think,
valid,
do you think
and
Makitu
I agree
had
with you.
bigger songs than Chandana K? 2020.
Of course not. But
Exactly.
Makitu is a well-rounded artist.
He
now.
is. We're not
If we had
disputing
to
that
compare
fact.
you, a radio DJ who looks so good online with your nice pictures and everything, to a radio DJ who doesn't even have an online
But the
platform.
delivery.
But
The delivery is dope. You
Yes,
obviously
but that
win
she's
in
still
terms
getting the
of-
business.
I think let me just
If
wrap it
both
up.
of you are
Can
getting
we
the
just
business,
can we close
but
the show?
only you have like the branding, the business aspect, and the delivery, and she only has the delivery. Are you telling me because she's the hottest on radio, she'd get the cake?
They
in
still
terms
get-
of
they
being
still
a
get
role-
shows, though.
It is
all-round-
possible because I've seen other people that are not really
Yeah,
good.
that's favoritism.
No. I'm being real, bro. I've listened. Some of them are no names mentioned, but there were cool people like that. They're not really good on radio. But wait, am I contradicting myself now?
Yes.
I think let's just wrap it up. Guys, thank you so
Yes.
much to everybody who's been watching. This is our list. But if you feel like we left out some of your favorite rappers or your people's rappers, please let us know. Follow our Facebook page. It's called Power TV Zambia. Tag either of us here. Sanga,
Yeah.
Tembo, Ethy, Jerahyo who just left, and Kjay, Lashawn. It's bye guys, right? Till next
Not made a bang.